show that can match it. How to name another show that can match it. Everybody from classy to ratchet. Heat fans like Jamaal keep the flame alive. Dennis Lee got the lake show locked in 5 to Dub K to Augusta GA. Talk everything from NBA to anime. Chat like homies or debate like enemies. It's all fun and games, just match my energy. Just match my energy. Just match my energy. Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to episode 18 of the Match My Energy podcast. It's your boy Dennis Lee, aka DINO Fit Dennis.
Hey, it's your boy Jamaal, JC2 Blessed, man. We are back at it.
Man,
bro.
It's been a minute.
Been a little minute,
well,
you know.
It always feels like it. Like if we miss a week, it feels like a month or something, man.
I know. I mean, I don't know, man. I think we have to start, filming more or something like that, so we don't lose no traction. So,
right.
But yeah, man.
We don't want
to. It feels like it's longer though.
Right, man. But yeah. So how's it been?
Pretty good, man. Ain't really been on nothing. My boy had the wedding. I went down there to Dublin. Shout out to Thomas and Michelle. It was a good wedding, man. They kept it small.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats to them. Had most of the family there. Some church members, I believe, was also there. Some of their closest friends. So pretty good. Outside ceremony was nice. Weather was nice. Everything went well, man. Drove back home. That same like a 2-hour drive, so drove back right after that. But yeah, man, that was March 13th or whatever, March 11th. So but yeah, that was pretty good. Nothing else, man. Been watching a lot of basketball, of course.
Man, it's time.
Trying to think, man. I ain't really been doing nothing. Supposed to be spring break coming up here in Augusta next week, so a whole bunch of kids gonna be out, and of course, Masters is held here in Augusta, so gonna be a whole bunch of celebrities and a whole bunch of people in town next week. I try to avoid that area because there's always a lot of traffic and stuff like that, but so yeah, a lot of city officials and city workers are trying to clean up that area right now to prepare for that. Overall, man, pretty good. Ain't really be on nothing right now. So, what about you, man?
Man, so it's been pretty cool. Let's see. During that time, actually, before our break, I saw Creed 3, and I know you said you did. So we're gonna have a Creed review.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a Creed review, man. I'm feeling it, but yeah, I've just been trying to man, just really kind of, like I say every week, get my clientele up, working, get things going. But finally, I'm taking a vacation. Going on down to Mexico. Now,
okay.
I know y'all hearing this. Y'all hearing this. And y'all like, be careful. Oh, my G's. Don't get kidnapped or whatever y'all be saying. I've heard all the things. But remember, guys, I'm also not trying to traffic anything. I'm just going to sit by the beach.
Yeah, man. It should be a good time, though, especially if you're like in the resort areas and stuff like that. You ain't really going crazy.
Yeah. And we found this really cool little Airbnb spot. It's, private little penthouse type situation with a private pool and Yeah. I'm gonna go check out the Mayan ruins, get my little Nipsey on,
You have those speakers and stuff going.
Yeah, go check out the Mayan ruins.
Man, how long y'all gonna be down there for?
Wednesday to Sunday. Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah, nice little vacation, bro.
Good break, So yeah, that's why I got the fresh cut today and everything.
You did like a little slight wave check. I mean,
yeah,
we started to do that, but I was like, I don't know if I can be consistent enough to continue the showing. So I'm in there a little bit, but it's just I'm really trying to get like everything connected and everything looking right. Right now, it's like you in there, but you not.
I don't know, man. They still look deep. They still,
No, they deep. It's just like I wish they was like more connected. If that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's kind of all over the place because I think I haven't been doing no concentrated brushing. It's kind of just like, hey, I'm just brushing wild. Like it's gonna be waves, but it's like crashing.
You got to get the right pattern. Yeah.
But my sides and back are cool. Like it's connected well. It's just the top. Which the top is the easiest one. So
that's crazy. So, Brandon, when he was cutting my hair, he was like, "Nah, I was gonna tell you, man. Looked like you did a good wolf because I didn't get a cut for like 6 weeks." He was like, "Yo, this is probably one of your best wolves." I was like, "Well, thank you."
I think I'm gonna have to go another wolf session, but at the same time, I feel like your waves got to be a little bit more connected when you start doing the woofing because if you woof on a bad connection, like when they cut it off, that's still gonna be bad. It's gonna be deep, but it's gonna be bad. So.
Man, I give it to that Bevel curl cream. This is not an ad. They're not paying me. They should though. But nah, that was what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I have them on my things to get list. I always have a running list like grocery store or whatever. So I do have it on the list. So when I get out there, I think they have them at Target. I think I saw them at Target or Walmart. So but one of those, I have to go. If not, just gonna order online or whatever. But give it a try. See what it do. If it is too much of a curl, then I might have to scale it back because I have a whole issue of like cowlicks and stuff that I have on my hair. So I was like, I don't need all that on my on top of my hair right now. So
nah, for real, because I always got that one right here in the front. That's why. I always got to brush it the right way.
Yeah, man. Well, let's get on to the topics, man. I think we did a little bit of the wave talk. We can do a little episode on waves a little bit, techniques and whatchamacallit, products that we use and stuff like that. I mean, we did that a couple times when I was in Kansas at the gym. We used to talk about, hey, I use this on my hair, I use this. This is my routine. We got the similar routine, washing style. So I mean, we can do a little episode on that.
Little breakdown. Maybe get a hair person on. But man. But first off, I guess this is almost like a part 2, a little continuation, man, of our last episode. Ja, you got Ja Morant news.
Yeah, man. They talking about he got the league are saying he got an 8-game suspension. So pretty much he can be back, eligible to be back today, which is Monday, March the 20th. So he already missed his games with his hiatus and
they gave him time served,
rehab and stuff like that. But they pretty much like gave him 8-game suspension, but he already served 6 games by being out, which of course you don't get paid for. So they said he only have 2 games left. But by the time they issued that out last week, those 2 games would have been hit to Monday. So eligible to play today. Will he play? He would not probably play. He probably won't play. That's tonight. Against the Mavs. And then probably sometime this week we'll probably see him. I think they said he needs to get back in shape, so kind of rub back into it. But what's your thoughts on it, bro? Like the 8-game suspension. Do you think is enough? And then do you think Ja antics and stuff will change? Because they say he went to rehab for his
But what'd you go to rehab for?
After a week. Like when people say you go to a facility, it's like a couple weeks, 2 months, months at a time. So I'm like, for me, I could see if he was there like 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but week and a half, what you really did. Like you checked in for 2 days.
All right, so I guess before I answer, I'm gonna ask, what is it exactly that they're pinning him on?
Pinning him on?
Yeah, like is it the one specific incident or is it a whole thing?
Okay, so they are saying it's a combination of multiple things. So it's the fight that happened.
Okay.
It's not just the gun incident. It's that one. Right. They talk about the laser issue with the I don't know, that's Utah. I forgot what security.
Yeah, the Pacers. Yeah, against the Pacers.
The Pacers security guard
or whatever.
So that's an incident they also have flagged. And then the gun on IG is the one that really set it off basically for all these investigations to happen.
Okay.
And then it's multiple incidents. That's why I was like, it's not just one. He also got the incidents with his mom at a shoe store, and then something where he pulled up for his sister as well. And I mean, doing that, I'm not sure you saw the interview with Jalen Rose and Ja Morant, which seems scripted in my opinion, but he kind of broke those allegations down. So to me, if he had to explain those allegations on ESPN, that interview, then to me that's what the NBA is also investigating him on as well. Because if he wasn't being investigated on any of those, then he wouldn't have brought it up in that.
Right. Or he could just be getting ahead of it. But okay, so I guess if I break them down and knowing that happened. Okay, so if I go off the gun incident in Colorado, in Denver, essentially, we know that for the most part, I'm pretty sure that wasn't his gun. Upon I was talking funny last week, and it's mostly jokes and entertainment, but also we had just learned about that. So upon more information, it's pretty hard to get a gun on the plane. Maybe it was private, but for the most part, and if you say it's not yours, and you're holding someone else's gun, like it's like it's evidence or whatever. Maybe you're holding someone else's gun, and holding it in the live is probably the stupidest part. But here in America, land of the free, home of the brave, we have a Second Amendment right, and he's not a felon. As much as we like to vilify anybody that puts goals in their mouth and dreads, he's still not a felon. He's not technically a thug. He got into a little bit of trouble, but we can't just be throwing that word around, especially at these young black men. So if we're going off that one incident, he just in the club holding one of his friends from Denver's guns, holding it up in a picture or in a video. It's legal to hold up a guns, and it's legal to be in a strip club, because I also saw that they showed him getting a lap dance in a strip club. It's like that's not a crime.
Yeah, the only pushback I got to that one is now they do have strict policies if the gun is on business travel or on the plane. So that's
right. But that looked like it was in the club. It looked like he had the gun in the club, which also, if the club says no guns in here, that's also probably something as well.
Showing it in the club really wasn't an issue. It was how did it get inside the club is what's the biggest thing. Did he have it in a room with him already and he brought it down, or was it on the plane? So that was what they was investigating, not really him showing the gun. It was like, well, why you got a gun in the first place? That's kind of what they was investigating. And
then also with guns, it sounds kind of crazy, and I don't know this all the way for sure, but I'm kind of sure, if you have a gun all the way broken down to where the receiver's right here, the muzzle's right here, you know what I'm saying? There are different parts, and it's completely taken apart, and you don't have rounds with it. So if it's a non-loaded gun and you have it taken apart, you can travel with it like that. Because how else would they ship guns? If you buy a gun off the internet, how do you do that? So there's that. That's if it was his. He's been in the Navy, or not the Navy, but he's been in the NBA for a few years. I'm pretty sure you have friends all over the country from when you played at this game here, and he plays in the West Coast, so which means that he played, or in the Western Conference, so he plays against the Grizzlies 4 times. So, and that's 2 times there. So you can know somebody, they could come in, boom, boom, boom. Maybe this is just me shooting some bail.
Yeah.
So
it definitely wasn't his, but like I said, the issue was they were.
Who brought it? Whose is it? How did it get there?
But to me, I mean, to me, I feel like the league should have been stricter on the gun. Yeah. Showing it off, because
Because why?
On top of what's going, like, okay, if this was isolated, then the 8 games is still kind of maybe too much. If it's isolated, and because they said that they found no evidence that it was his and was on the plain property, so that's kind of like why they go so extreme. But it's compounded with all the other stuff that he had going on. So to me, if he had all that going on plus the gun stuff, I feel like that would have. To me, it should have been a legit 8 games. Like once he came down from that start, it should have been 8 games, not just with all the events tied together. If it was just the gun and you found no evidence, to me, you shouldn't find no games. If you ain't find no evidence on that one incident.
True, but okay, so and then if we go back to the other incident, it also goes to me, as much as I like even said last episode that like I did not like the way he handled that with the kid or whatever. That happened last year, and I'm pretty sure they knew about that last year. So why y'all wait until now to even say something?
See, okay.
What are y'all trying to get at with him? What are y'all trying to all of a sudden go crazy on him? It's not like that happened last week and then they immediately was like, "Yo, we got back." They talked about this, but they hushed it.
Remember his mom or somebody started pressing charges. So I don't know the pressing of charges came up this year or it came up last year and he was talking about this year. So that's why I'm like, it made it, the charges probably just came out for that, and that's why was brought back to light.
See, and if that's the case,
there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on that we don't even know. That's what they reported, which people can report whatever until they tell us. So
I don't know. And then I just kind of feel like they're kind of going on like this like hunt to make him just. And yes, he does dumb stuff. Like I saw that they were posting his old Instagram from when he was like 12.
Yeah,
all his old stuff. It's like he was 12 and he probably was fake. I don't know if he was smoking or not, but he was like, I'm really high or whatever, making his eyes low. Hey, he made his eyes low in every picture. Most kids was doing that back then. If I go through my little brother's Instagrams, that's what they was doing back in the day. Almost all their pictures was that little light-skinned face, and they not even light-skinned. Well, one of them, but he don't ever do that face. And so it's we're trying to find every single thing we can to go on this witch hunt for this boy.
Nah, that's facts.
And so it's like we just keep trying to, and 8 games ain't really even that crazy to me. Like, go ahead and sit down to 8 games. And I knew they wouldn't do that much, because they were already trying to get him to be the new face of the league anyway.
That's the only reason I was about to say. I think if it's anybody else, I think it's like at least 20 games. Honestly, like if it's anybody else, because think about the last time they had an incident of this magnitude, like near, company property or near, locker room or anything like that, was Gil, and he had 50 plus games. Now, the commission at the time was a lot more strict about those type of stuff. But to me, I was like, if he got 50, then, and this person is more like a player centric commissioner, I feel like he still would have did at least 20 games just because of what's going on. But like I said,
I think if more charges come up, more things like official things, not hearsay, not, well, he did this to me. Well, is there proof? No, you know what I'm saying? Then I can see it. But I think it's also just one of those things where I don't know why they're on this witch hunt for him at this time, but it does just seems kind of weird that all this stuff, and then they're releasing all these like old Instagram posts and old tweets and all this from when he was 12. Like 12?
Yeah.
Most of these little boys don't be knowing what they talking about. I probably got some posts from, actually, shoot, I'm old, so Facebook wasn't even around till I was a freshman in high school. So I don't have 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old stuff. But
and MySpace days.
Yeah, MySpace. I didn't get a MySpace till like freshman, sophomore year. Maybe sophomore? I don't remember. But yeah, so I don't have it that young, but that's still pretty young. So like, please don't go back and try to find my old MySpace. Like,
but at the same time, I mean, I kind of see both sides, because you can also see like right now people is like, well, now he got money and now he's trying to, represent himself as such. But I'm like,
I get, yeah, and I get
go
that
back
too.
and backtrack. He's like, he been doing this since he was 12, like you mentioned. So it's like, it's not like he been like, oh, he got money, now he's trying to act a certain way. He's like, nah, he kind of been acting like he may not have been about that life, but he sure been looking or trying to portray himself as such.
Yeah, but we can't say that if we have.
He's young, but
yeah, I mean, we got full gang members in the NBA, so we can't just be like, "Oh, this guy is fake." Like he's trying to act like tough when literally we got people who throw up gang signs after hitting threes. So
yeah,
and on top of that,
that's like, I don't know. I mean, he might. I don't know. May or may not be. So.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got 17-year-olds who are too young to even have guns, able to go across state lines with guns and shoot and kill people, and then they get off on those said charges. But because their skin's a little different, we just like, it's fine.
Facts.
So,
big facts.
Are we are we allowed to have guns in America or not? Are we allowed to learn from our mistakes or not? Like, are we allowed to, Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard for me to just write off a kid at that young because I've been that young. And so has these players and this player who's done, or a lot of our rappers and actors and whatever else. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I guess that's separate, and it's just for his punishment right now. And it's not like he's going to jail for it. But yes, I guess the suspension, maybe 8. Yes, and maybe like you said, it could have started as soon as they said it instead of doing the retro act thing. But he already wasn't playing. He already was staying away and trying to fix himself. And it should have been a little longer, but maybe he'll do like I'm staying closely monitored while I play. And money-wise, people probably ain't gonna pay to go to these Memphis games if he ain't there. You go mess up the NBA's money. So let's get our star guy back. Especially since
what they going to see the Dillon Brooks show, bro.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
They going to go see Dillon Brooks and Draymond Green because they did play twice without Ja Morant already. So
it's like, so do we want him? Do you want him as your face, or do you want Dillon Brooks? Dillon Brooks, to me. Listen, first off, disclaimer, this dude would beat me 15-0. I'm just a regular dude.
Yeah.
With that being said, this dude he thinks kind of like he's doing too much, in my opinion.
Way too much.
He's doing too much. The going back and forth with the Warriors and stuff like that, like trying to get in their face. It's like literally win something. Maybe you won a game, but can you do this in the playoffs when it really matters? Can you do this consistently? You don't think of Dillon Brooks as like a hooper.
Yeah, I mean, they was already talking. See the light-skinned Pat Beverly, bro. But, I will give Dillon.
I wouldn't even give him that.
I mean, you know how I feel about Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly definitely ain't that dude. So I'm saying I'll give him that at least because at least Dillon Brooks can give you at least 10 points. I was like,
wait, hold up. Now let me because
the fact check.
Yeah, because I think it was just the other night, man. Hold up. Because I think it was like just the other night he kind of did his thing and they won.
I mean, yeah, he has his his nights or two, but consistently, I mean, they both can't score like that. But as a scorer, I think I'll take Dillon Brooks over Patrick. But
yeah, oh shoot, I don't know if I want to call this one out. Okay, yeah, he only had 17, but they won. It wasn't against they won against the Sixers, but the game previous, he had 17, and they did win against the Miami Heat.
That was the Pat Bev?
Yeah, Pat Bev had 17 and 4.
That cool. Like I said, you get a game with 2. We still ahead of them, so I ain't mad about that. But to me, he's still trash.
No, I feel like he's definitely not in my if I'm picking a team, he's not in my.
Showing nothing. He ain't in nothing.
Even if I don't pick even if I don't pick the superstar, even if I don't pick the superstars, they're like, yo, no Jason Tatum, no LeBron, no A. Okay, cool.
He can be your top trash talking player of all time or whatever. That can be your list, but don't put him in nothing else. Nothing else, bro.
But
yeah, man, I don't know. I can't really think nothing of it. Like this Dillon Brooks going back with Draymond and Clay. Clay talk about 4 rings and stuff like that. I mean, the antic is cool, but I'm kind of like Curry, like how he looking on the bench. I'm like, y'all kind of talking about 4. I'm trying to go to get 5, and we losing to the Memphis Grizzlies without Ja. So I'm like,
yeah. Oh, that's Grizzlies, true.
I mean, they having fun right now. They did get the Warriors like out of the play-in tournament a couple years back, and then the Warriors came back and took them out of the playoffs or play-in, I forgot what. But so I mean they got their 1-1 a little bit, but the Warriors, they just won last year. Like, come on. I could see it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and then this new
right, like y'all
but they just won. They just
those
won.
Are the those are the champions.
Yeah, so I'm like, it don't look like they going back this year. It don't look like it, but it don't look like the Grizzlies gonna make it that far either. So
no, and on top of that, man, first off, Dillon Brooks been on some. I've been trying to cuss less, y'all, but he been on some BS this whole since we first saw him, like in college. In college with the excessive flop, the dude, he's so bad. He
bro, can't even get it out.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, that's awful. That's awful. Like he flopped twice.
Like he act like an anime character. He act like he got hit with some.
But I'm saying, I feel like if you're gonna flop, at least get touched and then do the flopping. I hate the flops where it's like you don't get touched at all. Like, come on.
And then he act like a fish, bro. Like, so those antics did not stop. He's still keeping it going. He upping the ante. He even dressed weird. Like, they don't have nothing to do with nothing. But come on, bro. You doing that and that?
I'm just about to say, how many people dress?
No, that dude dressed like if you was in the house chilling and your mom was like, hurry up and get them groceries.
I mean, you got Westbrook fits, you got Kyle Kuzma.
I get it.
Shay.
Yeah.
I'm like, all them. I'm like, they all in the same group.
No, he dressed like he wrestling. He dressed like Stone Cold Steve John Cena.
Okay.
Stone Cold Steve Cena. But anyways, man, yeah, no, I mean, so when it comes to him, dude, if he got out of the league, I would not care.
That's like what Clay said. Clay said we ain't gonna never get remembered in history. I was like, bro, you childish.
I would not care. Like, he does nothing to the league, bro. Like he does nothing for basketball.
I mean, it was already talked about like he may be out of the Grizzlies franchise, but honestly, they need a defensive players besides Jaren Jackson. Yeah. So he only might get a contract just because of his defense presence. But they really can get another player to replace him. But I don't know where he would go. It'll be a tough one to get him. But at the same time, those his teammates kind of vouch for him. They all kind of mesh well. So it'll be a tough one to start trying to get rid of players when you have a good little chemistry going on.
Yeah, and that's true. That's true. But also, if they don't win, then how good is chemistry if you get bounced in the first round every time, if you even make it? I mean, of course, I think the Grizzlies got it though. I mean, they're in the playoffs, but what's good? What's good if you keep getting first round exits? I mean, as much as we love,
I feel like if people like Ja Morant stay healthy, they can at least make a deeper run. But it's always seemed around end of the year going to playoffs, one of them get hurt, and then outcomes is always not in their favor. So
so what are you gonna do? So I don't know. He's a clown to me. Sounds crazy, and I don't like talking about people that aggressively, but I'm kind of getting tired of it as an NBA fan, lifelong. It's annoying. But anyway,
it's annoying, but it's funny that Clay.
It's definitely entertainment, I guess.
With it, but
yeah,
it's good.
Like, why is it too?
But it ain't no rivalry right now. I still don't think it's a rivalry until they.
How is it a rivalry?
Until they win.
How is it a rivalry? How's it a rivalry when it's 4-time champions versus some dude who just got in the league, ain't really doing much. All he is he's a gnat.
I mean, but I would like to see them in the playoffs, though. I think I would like to see them matched up.
Yeah, maybe there's something there. Maybe they turn it up in the playoffs and actually, okay, maybe they're a formidable team. And if they do it, I'll be the first to be like, hey, yo, good job. Good job for stepping up, and you turn into a whole different player. But as of right now, he can go sit down somewhere. He can go play in China for all I care.
Well, see how you feel about Dillon Brooks. He not invited to your cookout.
I don't know.
Let's move on then. Let's see. Okay, so it just came out. They was talking about new MVP rankings. It looks like Embiid may have taken the lead with Jokic being second and Giannis being third.
I've been wanting to talk to you about this, honestly. Yeah.
Okay. So the reason they said they moved them up is because Jokic and the Nuggets have lost 4 straight recently. During that stretch, Embiid and the 76ers was going crazy. 3 straight, I think, around the same time. So they was like kind of shifted. Now, granted, the Nuggets are still number 1 in the West, so I'd still give props to that. But Jokic is also still,
averaging a triple-double.
So it's not like it's not like they lost, but was it really his fault? That's kind of the thing there. So
I feel that. All right, so here you go. Yo, let me tell you why. Man. I've been tuning in a little bit more. And the main reason why I'm pro that statement, I'm pro Embiid for MVP, which I don't know. I would probably still say like maybe Giannis. I mean, but like it may be like a voter fatigue. I just like Giannis as a player. I think I want him to reach all the accolades. But this year, first off, I like to see these big men get this credit. It's a whole different look. But also, Embiid's bag. I just off his back. I don't know. Like I just like between the legs, tweet, step back. It looks swaggier. It looks swaggier coming from him.
No,
I'll take the swaggy over. I don't know.
We about to disagree.
Over Jokic. Look, listen. He's putting up those numbers.
Judging based on swag. What do you mean?
I like a little swag. I don't know, man. Like, I'll take a little swaggy.
It's some more swaggier players that averaging 2 points. What are you talking about? We ain't judging off swag.
Hey, but he's swagging and still hitting threes. His footwork in the paint is a masterpiece. His footwork is Hakeem Olajuwon-esque. Like the way he, come on, man. So imagine if Hakeem was doing that, but then also hitting in and out between the legs, step back threes.
Now I'll give you that. His bag is deep. He got the points. Right now he's beating him points by like 6 or 7 points on Jokic though. Like he is beating him crazy with the points. But I'm like, I don't know.
And he plays well defensively.
Now that's the part that I was gonna get to was the defensive part of it, because Jokic got crazy number. His stats looks crazy, but his defensive prowess, like he's letting people Euro step dunk next to him. Like he's like almost James Harden. A couple years ago when James Harden was like let people just slide by him. He's kind of playing that way with them. So I'm like, the only reason I would really give it to Embiid was because he's doing it on both ends. Like you don't want to see me on this side. You definitely don't want to see me on offense. You know what I mean? So it's like, but Jokic, I mean, the only issue right now is like he has a triple-double, which I know the triple-double is kind of watered down right now because of Westbrook and everything, but he still has a triple-double.
Man, I still respect it, yeah.
His team's number 1. That's the only reason I'm like, to me, but it's also the caveat of if he gets this, it's 3 MVPs back to back. This is only he'd be the 3rd or 4th person ever in NBA history. Right. So if they may try to give it to him, like I heard, I was listening to KG podcast with Paul Pierce. They was like 3 back to back. I mean, 3 back to back. He must be like the greatest player on earth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we don't see him as such. So it's really hard to give it. So to me, if I'm a voter, it's really hard to give it to Jokic because of the historical implications that it would give. Because they'll look back and be like,
okay,
man, he would have been cold. He should have been cold, but they'll be like, you know, Embiid was like right there with them. Like, it's no way. So it's tough. To me, if you're going to give it to Embiid, even if you want to do one of those, like, he deserved one type rings, it's got to be the year. Because he the closest he going to get. He's been behind him in the last 2 years, right behind Jokic. So it's like, I mean, this is really the time. But like I said, they still got to finish off strong. It's so close, like it might be down to that last game. Who knows? So, but I feel like if Embiid give us like a 45, 50 piece game, that might do it for us. Because I'm dropping another name, Chris Broussard. He said one of the commentators like on ESPN and first things first. But he was like, some of the MVP, especially the voters, they vote on moments during the regular season. So Embiid had a huge game against Jokic, and they won the game. He had like 40 points or whatever. And then like Embiid also have like these dominant performances and stuff like that. And Jokic don't really have he had some nice games, but he didn't have like a real like, oh my God, that's a moment this year that I know of. So to me, I'm leaning a little bit towards Embiid, but it was Jokic for the longest. But just to continue with what I was saying, like early in the year, that Jokic is my MVP, I'm gonna continue to say that until I have been until I'm mistaken. So hopefully he is, because my pick will be right. But
your early pick, I feel that he going crazy, and I like the better he's a better looking player to me. Embiid, he's a better looking player. Yes. Jokic is
you got a piece
different.
of paper.
Jokic is
different. You got a piece of paper in front of you. Think about that now.
Yeah. Man, I don't care about no piece of paper, man. I watch basketball.
You got the name and the stats. Who you choosing?
Yeah. No, I got the name. I got the name and the memories. Embiid went crazy. His bag is crazy. Look, if I'm voting, and I'm looking. I got two screens up, and I'm looking at highlights, and then I'm gonna look at game. I'm watch a couple full games. I'm gonna take my time on this voting. I'm like, man, that dude looks like the better player. Man, that dude look way better. Man, he did what? Oh, let's watch him play. Let's watch them play against each other. I'm gonna go with that African. I'm gonna go with that African, man. Yeah, Joel Embiid, he been going crazy, and I like the development of it. Maybe he gets most improved. I don't know, but actually, honestly, he's past that. He's past that. He gets most valuable, man. He's definitely stepping up, and he's helped bringing this team. It was a climb up, I guess. I don't know, but honestly, I mean, I'm just talking stuff. Both of these players are on some historic, tears, and
I think I also.
But like you said, I don't know about what it would look like if you had in the history books 15, 20 years from now, and when we're talking about 3-time MVPs or back to back to back. Who are those names?
You got Larry is one. I think I'm about to look it up for me.
Oh, okay. Listen to this. Okay, so you want okay, so when we talk about only 3 players to three-peat as MVP, so you want them to be like, all right, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, Bill Russell, Mr. 11 straight, and Nikola Jokic. Are you sure you want to hear that?
That's the thing. That's the only. See, I think that's going to be the biggest pause to most of the voters, because honestly, if Jokic could average 50, I don't think they would have won. Like, because they just don't want to, like in the record books, they just don't want that three-peat.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, he almost deserves it this year more than he has in the past. I get that.
Be like,
because they number one. They number.
That's what I'm saying.
They number one. But
his average has gone up from last year because he didn't average a triple double last year, so he was close. But it's like,
especially as high as he's doing it. I get it, man, but it's gonna look crazy. And maybe we should just do it, man. Shake it up.
LeBron should have. We all know LeBron should have had, multiple.
He should have had 3 or 4. Yeah, he should have had 3 or 4, man.
Back to back. So it's like it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
I'd even say Kobe, but
yeah,
I get it, man. Yo, it's the politics of it.
Would you want to see like a co-MVP? They did it one time. They talked about it, but I was like, I don't know if I really want to see that, but
not that close. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
Like, yeah, definitely is. I would wait for the
team got to be in the number one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your team got to be number one. I don't care what conference.
Yeah,
I don't care. But they're number 2 right now. So I don't know.
They could inch on up, man. With him and Harden playing the way they play, man. We can see something. You got Maxey. I like the way Maxey been playing. Well, when he's healthy, what I'm saying.
Also, another argument it was saying, it was like James Harden wasn't voted as an all-star, but we all know James Harden is an all-star.
Oh,
playing the next through the all-star. They was like, who's the next one on the? They said Jamal Murray kind of banged up. He came back, but he ain't himself. Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr.
But he cold.
Who's my other boy?
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon. That's a little squad, man. It's
a squad, but it's like
that's a little light squad, man.
Nobody ain't got So it's like, but Tyrese Maxey. Tobias. I don't know, but Embiid got a little squad with himself. So I think this gonna be a tough one, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man, I don't
think the 76 is gonna catch number 1 though. They 3 games behind Bucks, which Bucks been rolling. So which we didn't even talk about. Giannis is 3rd, but he kind of being overlooked. I don't know if that's.
I think we just almost getting too used to his dominance, man. Because like I said,
Drew Holiday also on that one.
Yeah, but I even wanted to say, you kind of stopped me from saying it, but if we're just talking about them versus them, if I have to pick between those two, then I don't know. Maybe Jokic. I like Embiid, so whatever. But I'm really I like Giannis. I think Giannis is a next level player, and that's a low speaking. That's not even a hot take, but he's almost like a what's the word? He's definitely something we never really seen before. And he's doing nothing but getting better. I like the way he plays. He's scary to play against, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Both defensively and offensively. He's that guy, man. I would rather see him be MVP, but I know politics or whatever it is. I don't know why we're talking about Jokic or I get why we're talking about Jokic or Embiid. Embiid, I like the way he's been playing, but Giannis is a whole different beast, man. And he has the ring, and he's just bringing people back, bringing them back like that.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man. I think it's a battle between Embiid and Jokic only right now, and then whoever gets it. I feel like if next year, if neither one of them go to the conference finals, at least this year, people gonna be looking at that one as well. Even though it is a regular season award, people still gonna be debating it because that's something. People are already talking about. Jokic is trying to get 3 back-to-back, but he haven't been to the finals yet. And I don't know if he's been to the finals. I don't know. I think maybe in the bubble.
Yeah. In the bubble.
Yeah, so they made it to the conference finals, but it's like, but at the same time, Embiid didn't even make it there. So I don't know. That's why I tell people this, like, y'all keeping Jokic in the same bucket, but I'm like, Embiid, bubble or not, he ain't make it to no conference finals yet. And we shall see if he'd make it this year. How about that, Embiid? How about that?
That's real, man.
So,
oh, shoot.
To Miami. I still got hope. We got, as long as we get 6, bro.
Yeah.
We are tied for, I don't know. We got more losses. So we got to get a couple wins to jump the Nets to get the 6. Oh, Lord. I don't know. I don't want to play the Celtics first round, though. Oh, my goodness. We'll see. I kind of want to play the 76ers first round.
Okay.
I don't know. Which one? I don't know. Because if we get 6, it's either gonna be 76ers or.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You might be mad at me about this, but I think
don't matter.
Either way, them boys going home.
Okay. Honestly, okay. Yes, we may be going home, which I already kind of accepted that. But out of those two teams, who do you think we could upset, though?
Maybe Celtics. Or no, not Celtics. Maybe Sixers. No. Maybe Sixers. Maybe Sixers has the better chance. Or you have the better chance of beating the Sixers. But
I feel like we can beat the Sixers because we always beat the Sixers. That's all.
I'll put it like this. If y'all play the Sixers win in 7. If you play the Celtics win in 5.
Nigga, no. If we play the 76ers, and go to game 7, we win in that game 7. They better beat us in 6. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
I think that in no circumstance do the Miami Heat beat the Sixers in a 7-game series.
Yeah, I think we got them, bro. Because we did it last year. We just did it last year. We just beat them. That's the only thing. I know our team is drastically changed.
Wait. Honestly, hold up. I actually want the Miami Heat to win the whole thing. I want the Miami Heat to win an NBA title.
Why you say that?
I want them to win it all this year, man. I'm dropping the group chat right here. I'm dropping the group chat. I'm dropping it. Oh wait, I think it's on the side. I'm dropping the group chat right here, y'all.
No, stop it, bro. Stop.
So everybody, bring me your energy. Lend me your energy. Lend the Heat your energy,
man.
Because then Jamaal. Look, as you can read, Jamal's going to end up getting the Jimmy Butler extension dreads.
Hey, man.
He's going to have to grow it out and get them, man. Listen, it's older.
I'm going to have to take off on vacation or something.
You just going to come back to work with it in a high bun, ready for work. But,
oh, my goodness. You want to play some basketball like he did over the summer, too? I had them things.
Yeah,
legit, bro. I ain't going to lie. If we win a championship, bro, I'm going crazy. I'm going to Miami with the dreads on. I don't care. I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, what's going on?
With the jersey on.
Yeah, I don't care. Okay. If we win this year, bro, I don't care. And this will be a tough race to get. This will be a tough feat if we win it this year. Like the people we had to go through this year.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think
I think y'all got it, man. Matter of fact, Miami Heat fan right here. Yo, Miami Heat. Let me
man, now you say that, man, now we're gonna get swept. We're gonna get swept. Just because you said that. I'm a fan.
Big shout out. Okay. Big shout out to Julius, man. Big shout out to Julius. Yeah. What up, bro? Oh man.
Yeah, man. So talking about upsets, bro. I know we're not really into big college basketball, but we did do, I did do a bracket. You said you did a bracket, so anybody you think
we're gonna move through this pretty quick, but
yeah. I mean, we can't go too crazy, but just talk about who you had as your Final Four, if you remember, or your final, and is somebody still alive in your bracket,
bro?
Because right now, all these upsets, man, Purdue, crazy.
Listen to this bullshit.
It's crazy.
Okay, so my Final Four went as follows: Alabama, Purdue, Houston, and Kansas. And guess who I had in the championship game? Because, I'm from Kansas. Let's go ahead and rep the home team. Well, a little bit. Purdue versus Kansas. And I had Purdue actually winning 75-71. For those of you who just didn't watch or didn't know, they were all my team or all my Final Four were number 1 seeds. So you would think, they about to knock it out. They're going to do some. But because March Madness is so crazy and it's so madness because a kid could just have a hot night. Somebody could have it just an off night. It could just be a last minute shot. And Also, it could be some team you never heard of. Raise your hands in the audience if you ever heard of a college called Fairleigh Dickinson. Yeah. I know that I can't see you guys, but I know that no one raised their hand. So Fairleigh Dickinson actually beat Purdue.
Somebody from that school watching right now.
Oh yeah, what up, Fairleigh Dickinson?
You don't know.
Yeah, big shout out to the Knights. Guess. Man, they know where they went to school at. I know people don't know, but they actually beat Purdue in the first round, 63-58. It wasn't even a last minute buzzer beater like in what game was that? Where I was like, come on now, y'all. Dang, what game was that? It was some game that was like a last minute buzzer beater.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, guys, nothing matters anymore. But FAU when they beat Memphis was like that. Oh, Furman.
Man, I saw that.
Virginia versus Furman. Crazy. Virginia versus Furman. Because where is Furman?
Yeah.
Where is Furman?
1 by 1. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then Princeton beating Arizona. What the hell? Okay, but anyways, I'm going on a tangent. Who did you have in the Final Four?
All right, my Final Four. I'm trying to remember mine, but I know I had Alabama, which still looks good, and I had Kansas in the finals.
Okay,
but it don't look like it ain't gonna happen. Kansas is already gone.
Right. Kansas is gone.
So Alabama still got hope. I still had Alabama winning, so we'll have to see. I'm trying to think of the other two schools I had. I want to say I had. I think I had Michigan State. And then on the other bracket would have been. Man, I think I had Houston. So yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I was gonna put Miami because at the same time, like I said, I ain't really into college, so I was like, it's kind of who I was feeling. And then if I felt like their ranking was too low, then I was like, I don't really see it happening. So it's kind of hard to predict who gonna upset who. So, but yeah, to me, I had Alabama, Kansas. Hopefully, Alabama can at least pull off a win or stay long enough to get to the finals at least. But we shall see, man. That's what I was like. I feel like you have to grow up liking a team because you can't put all the players in the the college realm. So it's like
no. You just got to be about it.
Yeah. So it's
you just got to be about it. I'm a Wichita. Normally, I'm a Wichita State fan. Because I'm from Wichita. So
see, I like UNC, but UNC didn't make the tournament this year. So I was like,
well, yeah, that's real. Growing up, I was a Kentucky fan. So I get it sometimes.
Color, so hey,
that's hard.
And then Jordan,
and Jordans, there it
Plus you got the Jordan colorways. You got Jordan. You got Vince Carter. It's a whole bunch of people that went there. So
that's true.
But at the same time, a lot of people like Duke, UNC. Those are the top little schools.
Right.
CLA. So those are kind of like the common ones. It's pretty hard. It's really hard to have somebody be like, I like Cretan State. Cretan State.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I've been a Fairleigh Dickinson fan since generations.
Exactly.
I ain't never heard of that school, man.
It's gonna be tough to beat those type of. So.
Yeah, but it's been crazy, man. I'm definitely enjoying it. Plus, it's good basketball. I like watching it, and I like the upsets and the single elimination is high stakes. Everything on the line. There ain't no, well, we got them next game. Nah, go home. Like it's crazy, man. It's definitely enjoyable to watch. So I hate doing brackets, but my boy Cole at the gym, he was like, "Yo, you got to do a bracket." I was like, "All right, I'll do one." I don't be paying attention enough, man. Dang it.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So
yeah, definitely a knockout. First round. Anyways, speaking of knockouts, Creed 3. Creed 3, man. Quick review.
I have mixed feelings.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you get it.
I guess I'm also fresh off it because I just watched it last night. So I'm gonna go a mediocre movie to me.
Ooh. Okay.
Now the only reason I'm saying it's mediocre is because of the trailer I saw. If you watch the trailer, you already kind of knew some of the background of the movie. If you went into the movie without knowing the background, I think it would have been a better movie. But since I saw the trailer, I kind of knew he had something going on with his best friend growing up. I knew it was something with the past. I didn't know what was happened, but for most part, we kind of knew that person went to jail. He came back. Maybe what's it called? Creed character is supposed to be in jail or whatever. You kind of make those assumptions. But as the movie progressed, I was like, the movie just kept getting more predictable. Like
that's real, yeah.
And I just with boxing movies, I don't like predictable movies and setups and stuff like that because, I mean, and like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, you might want to just skip this part because we about to go deep into it a little bit. I mean, we try to keep it light, but but for the most part, like some of the fight scenes and stuff like that, I was like, okay, they was cool, like the slow motion. I mean, in every boxing movie, they gonna have to do the slow motion boxing hits. So it's like
for sure, yeah.
It's like what you got to do, but
and it's Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, so it's very much on him. And in our anime fashion, he did say that he was taken from a lot of different anime, inspirations. So as anime fans, boxing fan, me being a boxing fan, I feel that. I did like okay, so one thing about that I decide that like I'm going to lock into when it comes to sports movies, period, is the montage. That's a big part of all the movies. Oh, we're going to do on the get back. How big are the stakes? All that type of stuff. And I don't know, the montage is pretty decent. It made me want to get in the gym. I like that. Like Creed 2 made me really want to start going crazy in the gym.
And then I'm comparing it with the other two movies. The other two movies get harder.
Okay. So,
I believe, yeah.
Okay. Because honestly,
all right,
this one I kind of felt like it was. It sounds crazy. Creed 2 has the better end fight.
Yeah,
but I kind of like this one a little bit more. I don't know why, but because I wouldn't watch all three.
More than two.
I think the order goes 3, 2, 1. Yeah, man.
What? The order go 1, 2, 3. The order
1, 2, 3. It goes
3.
1. Dude, I will even accept. Okay, since you said you don't like it,
you watch it in order. That's how the order go.
I would accept if you said 2, 1, 3.
Now, maybe because I haven't seen the first and second one as recent. I
go back
because you just saw it. But I'm saying the first one got you. It got you hyped enough to
It was decent, but like 2 was legit the best one.
2 was crazy.
The stakes was higher. It calls back to if you watched all the Rockies. It's that last fight was, and then the montage in Rocky 2 or in Creed 2 when he went to Mexico and all that, and the foot in the tire.
You might have got me on 2.
Dude.
All right, you might have. Matter of fact, you might have got me on 2. All right, I changed. My bad. Okay, it's 2-1. It's 2-1, but 3 different. See,
okay,
we still.
I'll give you that.
I'll give you 3 at number 1. You got 3 at number 1.
Yes.
3 last.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like first,
what was special about this one? How about this?
First off, Jonathan Majors put on an acting clinic. He does not seem like Jonathan Majors. He put himself into Diamond Dane.
Okay. I'll give you that. No,
it was a whole different person. His voice, he was very LA. I'll talk about that. When you are from a place, but actually both of them sound like LA dudes.
Yeah.
Because Jonathan Majors is from Texas, is from Dallas. And Michael B. Jordan's from New Jersey.
Yep.
I could not tell. I could not, especially Jonathan Majors. The acting was really good. Okay, so one thing that I did not like, and I've talked to my friends about this, the what's it called? The people that they picked to fight them. So I know, like, since I watch boxing, I know that like the Mexican dude was Benavidez, right? Well, in real life.
Yeah, I say I don't know.
Okay, so
I got you.
All right, so Benavidez fights at 155, and you can tell. So this is supposed to be heavyweight, right? They all supposed to be heavyweight boxing.
That's also true. Yep.
It's like 3, 4, maybe 5 weight classes. Like 3, 4 weight classes down. And then the black dude that he was sparring with in practice was Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford, I think, boxes around the same or 145 or something like that. So you got these tiny dudes. First off, yeah, it's going to look like that. He's going to put him in the hospital. Yeah. Like the height and all that. I'm like, come on, man.
But
like
Jonathan Majors, his body, bro, look huge especially compared to Michael B. Jordan. I can't think his name.
Yeah. I mean, well, because and then the crazy thing is the casting. Yes, they were good actors and all that type of stuff, but like in real life, Jonathan Majors is 3 years younger than Michael B. Jordan.
I was just talking with somebody about that. He got an old looking face. He got an old face.
But
kind of
for sure, he got the face of a baseball glove.
He got a face of a black man that have gone through some things. He got a face. Okay, talking about his face. I've told multiple people this. If I sound like a hater, so what? His face when he do this little, and I can't do the lip thing, but when he do this lip, like, the little,
that he do.
But when he do that, every time I see it, I'm like, that guy's constipated. Every time
I look at it,
and he did it on that photo shoot. What he did with the one piece sitting on that chair, and all the women went crazy. You know, everybody, the internet went crazy. Had his chest out and everything. Cool.
If y'all like 1920s niggas, just say that.
But that lip, bro, go use the restroom, bro. Just go use the restroom, come back and do the photo shoot.
He looked like he played a sax. He looked like he played a trumpet at a juke joint. He looked like at a speakeasy. He looked like he played a colors only club, man. Yeah. Well, he looked like Satchel Paige.
He always messing with it too. It's not like he's holding like. I can't do the face.
But anyways, I was say I'm not about to get into roasting, man. This dude, also he's big. What if he's like, okay, well then fight me? I apologize.
I ain't gotta fight him. This is not the movie.
I apologize for my outburst.
No, that fight gonna be just as predictable as the movie. I'm gonna lose.
For sure. Also, that was another thing, man. As a boxing fan, I ain't never seen nobody.
That's what I was like.
One
thing I also didn't like was, so they said they gave him, so Michael B. Jordan character Creed gave what's his name? I don't know his name in the movie.
Diamond Dame
a chance off rip to fight his boxer. Cool.
Dude,
but I was
the
like,
championship.
How in the world did he not set up another previous fight and he just finished somebody off like in a knockout in like 10 seconds and then give him like they went straight into that. I'm like, there's no way.
Also, imagine
ain't no way.
No, because here's the thing: he doesn't have any professional fights. So you mean to tell me the dude fresh out of prison gets to fight the champion, the heavyweight champion of the world, even though he's not heavyweight, but whatever. For the sake of the movie, the heavyweight champion of the world, his first fight for the belt? No. All the other heavyweight champions
after sparring.
All the other heavyweights in the world, Anthony Joshua, I mean, they're probably using fake names, but Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, just to name a few, they couldn't get it. Yeah,
that don't make no sense. That's what I'm saying. They could have put somebody else in there just for the
with at least 10 wins. You got the one with 0?
Oh, at least one. Right. I just wanted one. That's all I said because it's like as soon as he went in, he's like I don't know. And then
also, how does the other fighter get to prepare for him? He has no tape.
It's crazy, bro.
I don't know. And then, I guess. I get it. It's wild. Yes.
That part is wild. And then, so that fight, he kind of played a little bit dirty, doing the elbow to the chin and everything.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And then he kept, I don't know I don't know boxing rules. So I don't know, like, him kind of hit under the
punch. You can do that.
You can do
it's kind of like, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things like it's not illegal, but come on,
stop it. So I thought, so when they kept showing that on the first fight with him in silver, I was like, okay, that might be that's how he kind of fights. He's kind of trying to see how strong they can be. So when when Creed and Dane fought, I thought he was gonna use a tactic like that or some type of sneaky, type of tricky. I thought he was going to be something that wasn't going to be as fair. Now, they did have like a little tussle where the ref was like cut it out type of deal. But to me, I thought he was going to have he's going to injure like Creed super bad. Like he going to have like a broken arm. He going to be fighting him with just one arm. Like that's why I thought he's going to get super aggressive. Like they letting out all this aggression. I thought it's going to be like to the death almost. Like that's how I thought. Like, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna bring him out like through an ambulance or anything because he already did it the first fight. So I knew it was gonna get to that level because that's kind of too repetitive. But to me, I thought it was gonna be a lot more like bloody. But it's like, you won.
Honestly, I think that,
and we knew he was gonna win.
I think that he should have lost. I think he should have lost. I think that Creed should have lost, and then the next movie, it'd be a whole thing, and it'd be like a whole like, hey, brother, we still got each other's back, blah, 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 sorry for everything, this and that. But I don't know.
It should have been 30 more minutes. I feel like it should have been 30 more minutes.
Well, they they're going to stretch it out. They did it with Rocky. They're going to do it with this one, and then they're going to have it where the daughter ends up being the new Creed, and she's going to be
I said the same thing. I said the same.
They're going to do a whole thing, man. So I don't know, man. All right, upon revisiting and talking this out, I'll go ahead and move my order around. I still think it's 2-3-1.
Okay. It still ain't.
I give it 2-3-1.
But I don't think they're going to do another movie with Dane. I think it's going to be, next one's going to be the daughter.
Yeah, and he may come back. I think he may help. He may be in the gym with him. He may be one of the older dudes. Yeah. They may allude to him a little bit, but it still will be a Creed thing. But
True.
and then of course, like I don't know, his mom passing just like that kind of hit me kind of hard. Literally, Alicia Rashad looks just like Grandma Clarita to me, and that's exactly how she passed. And so I was in there. It's crazy because like. I'm in there trying to hold it together. I start crying. This dude I don't even know next to me, it's this black dude. He starts crying the exact same time. And I'm sitting there like, with the tears coming down a little bit. This dude starts letting it go. I'm like,
man.
I want to, hey, brother, we all right? But I'm just sitting there like, yo, man, did we lose the same grandma or something?
Did you chop it up with him afterwards or no?
No, I wanted to. But then there was a part where, at the end, when they was in the locker room talking, he started crying again. I was like,
"Dang, you going through it?
Man. Yeah, you going through it. You, hey man, do we hug it out, my brother?"
That's how the movie. I mean, that's how the movie's supposed to make you feel. It's supposed to get you. It's not supposed to get you emotional, but it's supposed to make you connect with it. And everybody have their different connection to different characters and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. It just, to me, seeing the trailer, you should have gave me a lot more than what the trailer already gave me.
Yeah, or stop putting everything in trailers, movie people, movie production companies. Stop putting the whole movie dang near in the trailer. I do not need to know about everything. I'm going to come watch your movie, especially if you're a Marvel movie. Quit telling me everything that happens. If it's these types of movies, stop telling me every single thing that's going to happen in this movie. You're giving everything away. What should I go in there and watch it for? I already know what's going to happen.
Facts.
Like what I missed the montage. Like, what are we watching, man? Like, or the twist that, he set him up or whatever. Like, come on, man.
That's what I was like, man. I don't know.
Because honestly, I would like to see that fight. Drago versus Dame. But of course, we ain't just going to sit there and watch all these different fights. But I don't know, man. Maybe they make a video game.
Julius and his friends, I was like, man, we used to go to the movies to watch trailers. Like, you didn't see a trailer. You went to the movies. And now we got YouTube.
Yeah.
The trailer plus before we even get to the movie. So, because they got trailers, and then he had 3 or 4 different trailers.
Right. Final trailer, 3, 2. Like, So, it's too much. But anyways, I don't know. It was a good watch, but, it was, it's kind of, it was all right, man. It was cool. I liked it. So.
It was good. It was good. It was predictable as hell. Jonathan,
but the fight, man, y'all know.
They did his thing. The fights was pretty good. They also should have showed him. Okay, this is the last one, and we can be done. He also should have showed Jonathan Major boxing in prison. They didn't show any of those fights.
Ooh, you know what? They mess around. Nah, because they want that to be a whole different movie. Dame, the Dame years or something. Creed, the Dame years. They should.
They might do a series.
I'll tune in for that.
Nowadays, they might do a series.
Okay, look,
everybody want to do a series, but
look, hey, HBO
I want my
Max,
credit.
Max.
I want my credit. Hey,
look, HBO Max.
We want our credit.
And it was 20 years, so we can get a few seasons out that. We can get a few seasons. Okay. I'm back. Maybe stars.
They should have called clips or something. It was like, man, he was cold. He's beating everybody in prison. I was like,
yeah, okay.
They ain't showing nothing, man.
Bet. Yeah. I'm on board. Yeah. Hey, stars, pick that up.
Man, they're trying to make us forget about those prison years, just like Creed forgot about his boy was in prison. Oh,
man, right. You ain't reach out. You ain't called. You ain't nothing. That's like, your boy.
Your mom hid the letters, but I'm like, at the same time,
you was a grown man. You became grown. I get when you were a kid, sure. But he was in there for 20 years. So you mean to tell me when you turned 20, 21, when you finally started getting your money up, you forgot about your best friend in the world? If my friend Marquise went to prison when I was 17 years old for 20 years, even if my mama was like, I don't want you around Marquise, guess what? I'm 22 now. I'm going to go see him. I'm 31 now. I'm going to go see my boy. You can't stop me. I got a car.
Yeah, I was like,
I got a car, man.
Don't make it seem like you could never. That's what I was like. I understand it was a rough time. He trying to forget his past, but man,
come on, man. Matter of fact, my friend KJ is an actual boxer right now, and he's in prison, or not in prison now, but he was. And guess what? When I was an adult, I was actually able to reach out to my friend. It was not that hard. He was reaching out to me. You got Facebook and all that. They be sneaking and all that. My little brother, when he was in, he was sneaking and talking to me. I was reaching out. You know what I'm saying? You get on lists. It's not that hard. So for 20 years, you forget about your best friend?
Yeah. Shut up. But you come train at the gym. That kind of sounds like y'all. Hey, you come train at the gym.
Yeah.
Man, well, you better. And he'll be like, hey, bro. Yeah, that's the least I can do. You can at least train at the gym.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Bro, give me like $2 million. What you mean?
Yeah, you gotta break me out, man. But yeah.
But yeah, man.
Man. Speaking of which, shout out.
Oh man.
Oh. Man, I got a couple. Shoot, I first only had one, but that just made me think about it. Shout out to my boy KJ. Kevin Johnson, man. He's actually a pro boxer. He's been doing his thing. I think I can't remember the record, but I only got one loss. And even that one is when he was in Vegas against a young cat, but it's a late fight. But for the most part, I'll be watching my boy lay people down, man. My boy KJ is a beast. And on top of that, he has his own boxing gym here in Wichita, Kansas, Press 5 boxing gym. Really great, really insightful. He picked up a lot. And a great coach, man. I went to him for a little while. he definitely got my hands right, helping my endurance. So I wanted to change up my workout and how I train for myself. And yeah, man, great trainer, great friend. That's my bro since North High days. So yeah, man, big shout out to him. I put him down there so y'all can reach out to him. But yeah, and also YouTube him, man. YouTube him. You gonna see some.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to pull up something.
Yeah, he be going crazy on there. But also, my boy AJ, Aaron Johnson. He's that Kappa I was talking about before. I know I'll be talking about a lot of Kappas. I promise I'm not a Kappa, guys. But he actually is a trainer down in Austin, Texas. It's another gym. It's more gym talk. Really good. He works with athletes predominantly. And I actually learn a lot from him all the time on Instagram, and I reach out to him from time to time. And he also has an apparel line, Diamond Cut with a K, because
Yeah.
You know how they do. But yeah, Diamond Cut Apparel, man. Definitely log on, get some shorts. Anytime you see me with some really cool shorts on, just know I'm more than likely 8 times out of 10 got it from Diamond Cut. So yeah, Diamond Cut Apparel. AJ, what up, bro?
All right, for me, I got my boy Clarence Jackson, bro. Met him as a coworker here. Found out he went to the same school. We got kind of the same circle. So yeah, I keep in touch with him. He moved over to Charlotte, North Carolina. So yeah, man, just shout out to him. He just opened up a new body line, I think, or oils and scented body scents and body scrubs. So
okay,
it's called Farm Fresh Body Shop. So I think he just launched that a week or two ago. So y'all go check that out. I'm looking at it now. It looks like he has some body scrubs, some body oils. So yeah, y'all check it out. Support him. And the bro, he's a alpha, so not a kappa. So
right. Okay. It's like we either know alphas or kappas now. Yeah. Okay. For sure, man. I definitely need to log on, try out some new soaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
man.
But
yeah, man. It's been a fun one. It's been definitely funny.
Man. It was a good one, man.
Yeah, it's definitely get a little late, y'all. We're recording late, as you can see from our window.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes,
run up the videos. Definitely follow us.
Man.
Follow us, man. Hit all the follows. But yeah, man, thanks for rocking with us so far. But yeah, like I always say, whether we chat like bros or I debate you like an enemy, it's all fun and games. Just match my energy.
And we gone.
Just match my energy. Just match my energy. Yeah.